Y'all, this is our take. This is Mark, the moderator.
Thanks.com. The game is the game always. Leaf is only family. Brooklyn forever. Pick your shirt up.
Avery the process by the campfire.
Yo, on that note, man. All right, y'all. So listen, let's talk a little NFL. And what I want to throw out there, I'm not talking about Cam Newton going to the Patriots. Let's not even talk about that. But what I want to talk about is this. Do you think Cap is going to get a chance to get back into this league after everything that's done going on?
Oh, come on now. Absolutely not. Not happening. Not happening. It's a wrap, bro. That it was never happening. Not happening, bro.
Yeah. No. Next question. I mean, what we really talking about right here? No, he's not getting back in the league, man. That ship is still. That's over.
Wow. Avery?
What?
Says it all.
No. What are we? No. It's yo. Thank you, Cap. I appreciate it, man. Like, love is love, man. It's okay, but no.
You're a legend.
It's done, man. It's a wrap. Yo, I'll be honest with you. If he came back now, it's more of an insult. It's more of an insult. Like,
why?
Because you're telling me after all of this, what are you trying to do? What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? You giving me reparations now? Is this what it is? Like, what's happening here? Like, it's too late, man. Like, the damage is done. I think what he did was super important to the cause. But as far as I wouldn't even want to play in the league anymore. That's just me.
I'm with Avery. I wouldn't want to play. Right now, giving Cap a job is like what they're doing with everything else that they're changing. They're just pacifying. Don't pacify us. Let's see real change. Don't pacify us.
Nah, I'm good.
Who is us? When you mention us, who is us?
I mean, us as black people. We see the changes that they're making. Now realtors don't want to say master bedroom. You know what I mean? They want to change the Aunt Jemima sign. They want to write Black Lives Matter all over the place. Man, miss me with that bullshit. Make some real changes. It looks good on the surface, but we know what it is. Once again, like I said before, it's a Band-Aid over something that needs to be operated on.
So let me throw this out there and let me go a little bit different with it. Should Cap not want to come into this league and play again because of the owners or because of the players that never spoke up and never had his back?
I think it's both, right? If I'm Kaepernick, if you want me back in the NFL, I ain't gonna be on the field. I'm gonna be upstairs. If you really want me back in the league, put me upstairs.
Okay, Banks?
Should he be more concerned about the players or the owners? The owners, man. The owners. And I'm with Leaf, man. I wouldn't even want to play in this league no more, man. Y'all proved me right. Y'all made me a martyr in every way possible. You know, it's kind of crazy the juxtaposition of the two, that Cap knelt, you know, for black rights, and you know, the dude was kneeling on George Floyd's neck. It's like, this is what he was talking about the whole time. It's crazy that those two images are the images that you see. Yeah, it has to be like
this no, like I don't want to be sitting next to you. I don't want to be breaking bread with you. I think where Cap is at, where he's doing his best work, are these programs that he set up, are these alliances that he has with all these other community members. I think that's where he belongs, man. He don't belong in no executive office. He don't belong on no sidelines. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? And then what's going to happen? The fans are going to welcome him back with a standing ovation. Cut it out, man. Let's stop it. No, miss me with it. Sorry. Nope.
But let me say this, though. I think the real disingenuous things that I'm seeing going on is these bullshit players. To have Malcolm Jenkins coming out.
I know he was going in.
Yo, that Cap needs to be recognized. You got dudes who's never said anything during the 4 years that kept their mouth hush is now coming out talking about, oh, Cap this and yo, we gotta recognize Cap and now it's all about Cap. When these dudes was rocking for 4 years and not saying a word and playing, keeping their mouths shut, now all of a sudden it's a whole different tune. It's about Cap. And that to me, if I was Cap, that would be the most bothersome part. Because when you could have had my back, the best football players out there could have had my back and stood with me, and you chose not to. And now all of a sudden all these dudes are popping off. Yo, that's me. That will be a problem. What about y'all?
Listen, so I take some small issues with how Cap handled the process, so to speak. I kind of felt like there were times where I felt like he was a little too quiet for my liking, after the fact. But on the flip of that, it's like, and I always say, like, the players, man, we have so much more power than we think we have. The players, if they really felt the way that they say that they do feel now, this could have been handled a long time ago. And the revolution would have been televised, like, harshly. Like, we would have, if dudes would have said, yo, I'm not playing, and it goes back to the conversation we had about the NBA and people saying they're going to play because they need money, whatever the case is. But if dudes really took their talent, knowing that it made these people capital, knowing to hit them in their pocket at the appropriate time, there'd be a different relationship and view of Cap and the other players.
Yo, Abe, I just want to quote what Roger Goodell said. We could not play this game without our black players. That was Roger Goodell's quote.
He essentially gave you the keys to the Tesla right there, G.
Yo, kid.
It is.
Yo, kid. And that right there said 4 years ago, the same players that they needed and they couldn't play this game with, if y'all have stood together, if y'all would have stood behind this man, y'all could have got everything you wanted and made change back then, but y'all chose to actually do the opposite. And that's why I keep saying, yo, Cap is smart by not now. Again, I don't think he's coming back. But I think that I would be totally turned off to write my comrades who I used to play with the way they did me dirty. Banks, what you want to say?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody's different, man, and I get it. I would, if I was Cap, I can see Cap being mad at his boys for maybe feeling like they turned his back on him. But again, it's easy to dismiss a couple players. A couple players are replaceable. It would really have to take the coalition of players really standing together and being like, yo, we're not taking the field if this man don't got a job, But again, it's how many people are willing to do that? How many people are willing to put their family on the line for that? You know what I mean? And that's really what it boils down to, because yo, you've seen what they did to Cap, and it's a tactic that's happened from slavery to now. You know what I mean? They ostracize that one black man, or they say, listen, we could take your dream away from you just like that.
Listen, man.
And it could all be gone. So I'm not I think it's easy to say from the position that we're in. It's easy to say.
We go back to old tapings, and I said to y'all then, the top players, if the top players chose not to play, it would shut the league down. The league would have nothing to do but give these dudes what they wanted, because they don't have a product without them. I'm not talking about number 40. I'm not talking about 49. I ain't
Got
talking
you.
about
Okay.
You get the top 20 players off of each team, and they sit out. Kid, you don't have a product. And then, and I said it. If the black players sat out, ain't no one running on Sundays to watch a bunch of white players play football. It ain't gonna
Again, Mark, you want to quote old tapes?
No.
I'll quote what I said on old tapes too, right? Not everybody's built for the revolution, man.
No, without a doubt.
Just because you see a black man, he might talk up a little bit social media here and there, but not everybody's really built to be like, yo, I'm willing to let all this go away.
How many people is willing to risk their life for their lifestyle, man?
But that's why I attacked Malcolm Jenkins the way I did, because of what he did And I gave a lot of props. Like I said, Eric Reed stood by Cap. Eric Reed knew what was going on. He basically, now you can sit back and see all these dudes chirping about what they need to do now 4 years later. I'm just saying, man.
Listen, let me ask a question. Is it better late than never?
Yes.
Listen, and I'm gonna go back to something I said on previous segments too. Eric Reed went into the club and left his man stand on the line.
Left his man outside.
Go ahead, though.
But wait.
Came back outside. It's like, it's kind of live up here. You good?
It's not, you good?
Let me bring you a drink. Let me bring you a drink.
So I just caught. He's like, yo, son, I'm standing on the couch. I just caught 4 bottles, bro. You good out here?
He
like,
shooting stuff,
man.
While he's outside. But leave, like you said, better late than never. Look what happened. Cap handled his business, and Cap looks like the smart dude right now that everybody is looking at a total different way than they did 4 years ago. And that's my major point, is I know where the owners sit at, because I have called them racist from the very start. But I'm very much turned off on how the players treated Cap and kept their mouth shut for the bag. And we as black people, we got to stop chasing the bag and always talking about the money and not realizing what sacrifice is really about.
Touche.
And that's where they
went
at, man.
Fire tonight.
Listen, that's where they went at, because and I keep bringing this point up. We keep talking about these one-day boycotts, and I keep saying, if we defund Gucci, Prada, Louis, all these companies that ain't doing shit for us, we will turn around and then we will be better as a people to take our money and spend it among us. And that's where your power comes at. And it's not for one day. I'm talking about you shut down spending money buying red bottoms and blue bottoms and all that bullshit, doing all that clout chasing.
The hell's the blue bottom?
Listen, doing all that clout chasing that makes us look silly. Because the only thing it's doing is gotten these companies that ain't doing shit that right now, that ain't saying nothing about Black Lives Matter. When they're taking all our money, they're not saying nothing right now. And then
these companies are saying it. Now they saying it, but they know why they saying it. They saying it because they don't want to lose the dollar.
Exactly.
So we gotta get out in front of it.
They're not all saying it, Lee. I haven't heard a word from Gucci, Louis, any of these Christian Louboutin. I haven't heard a word from any of these people about Black Lives Matter.
Because they don't have to.
Again, Mark, that's a whole separate conversation right there. That's deep. That goes back to us in Sunday's Best. We are flashy people that want to show. For some reason, we want to show people that we have wealth. And it takes a long time.
Ourselves.
I understand that, Mark, but it takes a long time to come out of that mindset. We're all black men of a certain age, and we realize none of that stuff is really something that holds any value, right?
Thanks. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
But to come out of anything, we got to start taking steps towards the actual door. And when are we going to start taking steps towards the door to actually come out of this? We can't keep talking about it without doing something. It's us to start making actions, man, to start changing what we do. We have to start supporting our own and stop looking to be fashionable. Stop looking to be clouding when we know that only thing that's doing is making us look like fools in the end.
I got you, man, but we need people to show us the way, and we need our people to show us the way. You have somebody like Nipsey Hussle that said, let's invest in real estate instead of all these stupid chains. I don't need all these stupid chains. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to invest in my community.
Thanks. So you are the next Nipsey. Only thing you got to do is you got to start the path. And each one starts their own path.
Wait, you're wrong, Mark. You're wrong. You got to grow some braids too, Banks. Grow some braids.
That's over. That's over,
what I mean? So
that's over, bro.
But you know what though? I want to retire, because we know like Mark is like 109 years old, and he said clout chasing. So we just need to retire that like right now. Like that's just dead, bro. Like I've been stuck on it ever since he said it. Like
but You understand what I'm saying to you is that
Nah,
I do. I get it.
our mental got to change, and a boycott can't be one day. A boycott got to be years. So this way,
I say fuck a boycott. I say we don't need Gucci. I say we don't need Louis. I think there's black people doing great high end fashion stuff. I'd rather support my man's product and watch him blow up and be like I was on from the beginning with my people than to go put some money in Gucci. That's how I feel.
Yo, and yo, let's just think about something for a moment, y'all. Let's just take this moment. It doesn't have to be high end. It just has to be something that we support. We start changing our mind. Yo, the way we see things, man. We got to change the way we value stuff. And when our value system change, our money change. When our money change, then our destinies change. Because this is the problem that we're doing as a cycle. We continue to do the same thing. Yo, we got to change, man.
Motherfucker out here shooting from three, son.
Mark
on.
Yo, listen, y'all.
I don't know if you Clay or Steph right now.
Hey, I ain't gonna be staying. I ain't gonna be Steph at any time. I can tell you right now. But this is our take, y'all. Thank you for tuning in, man. Yo, support the show, y'all. Support
Cop that merch, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.